Buongiorno, noi siamo allegri Cingare d'Italia. Hi, we're the happy wild boars from Italy. This is Giancarlo Ginelli and his wife Adriana. And we've come all the way from Italy here to be with you. And we're preparing barbecue Italian style. For us, this is something very different, but we're game for it. Then we're going to do a special dessert, tiramisu. And of course, nothing will be complete without the pasta. So we're making a pasta sauce. Here we've made our special barbecue sauce for you. It's pretty good.
Is this sauce for the competition?
Sorry?
Sauce for the competition?
Yes, this is our special sauce for the competition, which we'll put on the ribs as well.
Now, how do you cook pasta on the grill?
Oh, that's a good question. No, we're not doing a lasagna. We're cheating. We have our own special pan here that we'll do our pasta in.
Now, what is the concoction that he is preparing on this?
Okay, so this is going to be a rub for the chicken, and this is made of thyme, garlic, salt, and pepper. And then we brought all the way with us from Italy laurel leaves, which you can see there, which I think are a little different to the ones that you guys have here. And that was a very interesting experience bringing that all the way. And that we've used for the whole hog. We're doing a whole hog in there. And then we have another special rub. We use lots of herbs in Italy, mainly rosemary, sage, garlic, of course lots of olive oil as well. That's something essential. We bought our olive oil all the way over from Italy too. And then we have here a very special cheese, a pecorino cheese, which is sheep's cheese, which comes from our...
Dolce or
Sorry?
pecorino dolce?
Dolce. È bravo lui, eh?
The best?
Sì. Would you like to have a little taste? Yes. Here we go. So pecorino is sheep's cheese that comes from our area in Tuscany. There you go. What do you think? It's not so bad, huh? So this is a very important ingredient for the pesto.
Thank you. Now, how thickly will the rub be put on the chicken?
Oh, it's massaged in very nicely. This is very important with the tenderizing. So we make small incisions, and then we rub this in. We leave it to stand for a little while before we put it in. This here is fennel. Pinocchio. This is something we use a lot as well in Tuscan cuisine, and this is excellent with all types of pig and hog. So we'll put some of this on the ribs. This is wild. Giancarlo collected this 4 in the morning the day before he came. We'll add a little bit of this to the ribs too. Everything is done in Italy in a fairly rustic way. We do most things by hand, most of the chopping by hand. We don't use blenders very much. And Giancarlo is a man of old traditions.
What is the specialty of his restaurant?
Sorry?
What is the specialty of his restaurant?
Oh, Giancarlo's restaurant is in the country, and he does a lot of wild boar within the season, which is the winter time. We have wild boar hunting. So the wild boar goes from November until the end of January, depending on the season. And he does wild boar, pig. And then we have a special cow in Tuscany called the Chianina cow, which is a big white cow. So we do what we call a bistecca florentina, which is about 3 fingers deep, cooked, and rare in the middle. And of course, lots of pasta.
How does one find his restaurant?
Oh, it's very hard. It's right in the middle of the woods, so you need directions. It's in a tiny village, and 11 people live in that village, but the restaurant is always packed. And then another very important secret ingredient that he's bringing out now, balsamic vinegar, but real balsamic vinegar.
Real balsamic.
Yes.
Not industrial.
No, 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 no. I'm glad that you know about that. That's very important. So this is a very special vinegar that only comes from the area of Modena, and this is the antique, the old traditional way of making it. There are 25 companies that belong to a consortium. They all have this very special shaped bottle. And balsamic vinegar, real balsamic vinegar, is very different in texture. Possiamo fare vedere? Facciamo vedere un attimo come... It's got a totally different taste. This is a minimum aging of 13 years. The average is 18, and then the old ones are over 25 years. And balsamic vinegar, when it's really good, can be used on just about everything, from strawberries to ice cream to fish, and even with pecorino cheese. Look, can you see the texture of that? It's very different. It's almost like a cream, a syrup.
Right.
What do you think, huh? Yeah, just a little bit for Ed as well.
That's the real.
You only need a very small drop of this. This tiny bottle here will last for months and months and months. The real stuff.
Made in the eaves.
Yeah, they have about 15 barrels, and they start with a big, huge barrel in the first year, and at the 12th year, they reduce it, and it comes down to a small barrel like this. This costs about, I think here in the States, this costs maybe about $150, this tiny weeny bottle. So you've got to use it very sparingly, but a little goes a long way.
Quanto lire?
Tra 80 a 120 mille lire, depende da Conte Vecchio. If it's really old, it costs about 200,000 lira.